Hey there, how there, ho there, it's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome me to another episode of the Stoker Hockey Best on Best tournament. We're down to 4 teams. We have the 1968 Habs taking on the 2022 Tampa Bay Lightning, and the 71 Montreal Habs taking on the 2006 Carolina Hurricanes. 3 of the 4 teams are Stanley Cup champions in the seasons that they were projected as. Only the 22 Lightning weren't, and they went to the final, loss to Colorado. So the 68 Habs were randomly selected as the 1 seed. They took care of number 32, that being the 84 Habs, the Rally Monkey Habs, if you will, that actually shocked everyone by winning the division and the divisional playoffs and going to the Stanley Cup semifinals and taking a 2-0 lead on the Islanders in real life, but the Islanders won the next 4. They swept them. Then they had a tough time with the 91 Hawks, who were supposed to be the odds-on favorite to win the Stanley Cup. Well, or at least get to the Stanley Cup Finals, as they were the All-Star Game host and Stanley Cup superpowers with Ed Belfour and crew, but they lost in real life to Minnesota in the first round. Then they had a good 4-game series against the 94 Leafs, who should have been in the Stanley Cup Finals, not Vancouver. Maybe they lose to the Rangers. I think they probably would have. But still, the Leafs in the Stanley Cup Finals, man. Okay. So now they play Tampa, their highest opponent, the number 15 seed. Speaking of those pesky 22 Lightning, they had to go through a winner-take-all against the 18 seed, the 23 Panthers, who went to the Stanley Cup Finals. But Tampa won on an Andre Palat overtime goal, if memory serves right. Then they had to take on those pesky 84 Islanders, who were shut down in their drive for 5, if you will, in real life, winning Game 5 against Billy Smith and them. And then they had a 4-game series against the 2022 Avalanche, getting revenge for the Stanley Cup Finals loss, technically. And now they have to play the 68 Habs, their second team of the top 10. The 71 Habitants, well, they got randomly selected at number 3. They took on the 2012 New York Rangers, who should have been to the Stanley Cup Finals, but those pesky Devils stopped them, swept them, the Rangers, and then took on the 06 Red Wings and had a tough time. They had to go to Game 5 against those pesky Red Wings, who were picked to do well for the 06 season and make the Stanley Cup playoffs. Stanley Cup Finals, but they lost in the first round to the Oilers. And then they had to go to a 5th and deciding game against the 75 Sabres, who took Philly down pat 2-2 in the first 4 games of the series, Stanley Cup Finals in real life, but lost it all. And now they take on Carolina, the 06 Canes, who took care of the 06 Cup Brethren Oilers in a winner-take-all game. And then they took on another Oilers team, the 2022 squad, that should have went to the Stanley Cup Finals, but didn't. They won in 4, and then they won in 4 against the 94 Rangers, making an upset of the 94 Stanley Cup champions. Now they got to face the 71 Habitants. So it's best of 7. So we're going to all play game 1. And overtime heroics for Montreal. Tampa was up 2-0 on Palat and Maroon scoring, and then Braden Point scored also. But Montreal goes to regulation. Ralph Backstrom, Jean Beliveau, and Jacques Lemaire. Then at 6:37, Cornway is second from Ted Harris and Andre Richard. I know there's a Cornway is doing better than the 71 squad. Did the 71 squad win? The answer is no. They lost 4-1 as Gerber beat Vachon. Carolina 4-1. Cornway put up his 10th goal for the 71 team, but Carolina goes by Stillman, Cole, Stahl with his 12th, and Justin Williams. Well, who were the goalies? It was Vachon beating Vasilevsky. Game 2 sees Montreal get back 7-1 as Vachon beat Cam Ward. Only Carolina goal was by Doug Wade, and that was when it was 7-0. Mark Tartif, remember him, WJ fans? Yvonne Cornway has 11. John Ferguson Sr., Guy Lapointe again, Jean Beliveau, and Jacques Lemaire scoring. So the series is tied 1-1. Whereas Tampa has made it 1-1 as Vasilevsky beat Vachon. Tampa goes by Perry, Point, Edmund, Lemaire, and Tremblay with the goals there. Game 3 saw Tampa win on home turf 3-2 as Vasilevsky beat Vachon again. It was 2-2 after 1. Montreal goals by Danny Grant and Dick Duff. Whereas Victor Hedman and Alex Killorn scored, and then Killorn scored second of the night. Love you. Love you. The 71 Habs won 4-2 on the road. Meyer beats Gerber. As Carolina did go colon. Anyway, Point 2 his fourth, Belleville his sixth, Lemaire his fifth, and Claude LaRose his second. Made it 2-1. And Carolina wins game 4 5-3 as Gerber beat Vachon to make it 2-2. Montreal goals in the game by Beliveau, Cournoyer, and Beliveau. Carolina goes by Cole, Stillman, Commodore, breaking his duck. Aaron Ward scoring a goal, and Ray Whitney. Meanwhile, Tampa won 6-1 to take a 3-1 series lead as Vasilevsky's been playing lights out against Vachon. It was 1-1 after 2. Perry for Tampa, Cournoyer for Montreal, but Tampa scored 5 goals on a beleaguered Vachon. Colton, Killorn, Paul, Stamkos, and Colton his second, as Tampa now has a 3-1 series lead and looking for the Giants Slay the Dragon moment. Anyway, Carolina-Montreal 2-2 we're on a plane, and it will be Carolina with the series lead. War beats Meyer. Montreal goal by Frank Mahovlich, who finally scores in this postseason, but Justin Williams, Eric Cole, Matt Cullen, Kevin Adams, and Eric Stahl have all put goals up, and Carolina has a chance to knock out the 71 Habs on home turf and probably make it an all-Salverin championship. Anyway, the 22 Lightning, because this is a winner-take-all game, a winner game, we play it. So Tampa did goals with Vasilevsky, and Gump Worsley will come in for Montreal. They wanted to change your life. Vasilevsky's been on fire in this series. Could be Elliott, Lagasse, or Arnfeld, but they're going with Vasilevsky. The 22 Lightning have Steven Stamkos, Braden Point, Nikita Kucherov, Alex Killorn, Russ Colton, Victor Hedman, Corey Perry, Andre Palat, Anthony Cirelli, Pat Maroon, Pierre-Edouard Bellemare, Miguel Sergachev, Nick Paul, Ryan McDonough, Brian Hagel, Jan Ruda, Zach Bogosian, Alex Barboulay, Callan Foot, Boris Kachuk, Eric Chernak, and Gabe Fortier. The Habitants, 68 Habs, have Jean Beliveau, Yvonne Cournoyer, Dick Duff, Gilles Tremblay, Jacques Lemaire, Ralph Backstrom, Bobby Rousseau, John Ferguson, Claude Provost, Henri Richard, Mickey Redmond, Tim Harris, J.C. Tremblay, Jacques Leperrier, Terry Harper, Danny Grant, Serge Savard, Claude LaRose, Carl Fatney, Brian Watson, Jerry Monahan. So can Tampa win Game 5 at the Forum? 3 minutes into the first period. Montreal Cournoyer, Then another 3 minutes. Tampa delivers a hit. Tampa chance to score. Hedman, 5 minutes later. His fourth from Harrison Savard. Makes it 1-0. 5 minutes later. Has a chance, Cournoyer, for a second of the night? No. Chance for Ferguson? No. It's 1-0 for the 68 Habs after 20. Midway through the period, and the Lightning will get the first penalty of the game. It's Killorn for 2. Can the Habs take advantage? Henri Richard, no. Short-handed Acheskior! Sorelli, his 6th of the season from Kucherov and McDonough. So Sorelli off of a Dick Duff chance. Tampa goes short-handed over the Gumper. And then a minute later, Palat with a chance? No. Another minute later. Tampa Chetskior! Killorn instinct. His 6th from McDonough. It's 2-1 Tampa. Then a few minutes later, Montreal chance to tie. Beep beep. No. 4 minutes later. Gentlemen, Jean Beliveau, his 5th from the 2 Tremblay, Shields and JC. I think they were brothers. 2-2 tie. And it's 2-2 after 2. Tampa needs this win to go on to the finals. If not, there's a Game 6 in Tampa. 4 minutes later. Ferguson trying to score? No. 3 minutes later. Tampa, Kucherov. Then 6 minutes later. Palat. Chetskio Cinderella, his second of the night, 7th of the postseason from Killorn and Palat. And Tampa now has the 3-2 lead. Montreal chance to tie. Grant. And Montreal will get penalized. Jean Beliveau, 2 minutes, of all people. Tampa scores! Colton has 6th of the season from McDonough. And Tampa has a 4-2 lead, and it looks like they're going to the finals. Chance score! Don't go away yet. Danny Grant from J.C. Tremblay picked up. And it's 4-3 for Tampa. Don't go away yet. Empty net chance. Chance, that will do it. Tampa holds on. Vasilevsky holds on. And Tampa, in 5 games, have sent the 68 Habs flying. And Tampa will be going. The 22 Tampa Bay Lightning are going to the finals. Unbelievable. Vasilevsky beats Worsley. Only 2 penalties the whole entire game. Tampa goes Cirelli with 2, Killorn and Colton. Montreal goes by Cournoyer, Beliveau, and Grant, but not too little, too late. 4-3, Tampa wins. Unbelievable. The 22 Tampa Bay Lightning. Let's take a look. Steven Stamkos has 25 points. Hedman has 23. Alex Killorn 17 goals. Stamkos still leads with 9. Cirelli's got 7. Point, Killorn and Colton and Hedman and Perry all have 6. Vasilevsky 10-4 in the net. Elliott and Lagasse are 2-1 combined, but the fact is Vasilevsky's been on fire. They had to go to 2 winner-take-all games to get this far, and now they have done so well. Now, will Carolina join them? They have home ice. And it will be Gerber versus the man, Ken Dryden. Could have been Rogie, but they go with Ken Dryden against Martin Gerber. Gerber, baby. The 71 Habs have Yvon Cournoyer, who played for the 68 squad, who wants revenge. Pete Mahovlich, Jacques Lemaire, who was also in 68. Jean Beliveau was also 68. Mark Tardif was not. Frank Mahovlich was not part of the 68 squad. John Ferguson was. Lapointe, I think, wasn't. Phil Roberto wasn't. Andre Richard was. J.C. Tremblay was. Claude LaRose was. Réjean Houle, no. Bobby Sheehan, no. Serge Savard, no. Leon Rashford, no. Terry Harper, no. Larry Plug, no. Jacques Leperrier, no. And Pierre Bouchard, no. From the 68 squad. The 06 Canes have Eric Stahl, Justin Williams, Rod Brindamore, Eric Cole, Matt Cullen, Corey Stillman, Ray Whitney, Kevin Adams, Craig Adams, Frederick Cabriolet, Aaron Ward, Andrew Ladd, Brad Hedican, Doug Waite, Josef Vasicek, Nick Wallin, Mark Recchi, Nicholas Nordgren, Oleg Tverdovsky, Mike Commodore, Andrew Hutchinson, Anton Babchuk, Glenn Wesley, and Chad LaRose. Let's see who wins this one. Down south. Carolina chance, Brindamore, oof. 3 minutes later. Was a hit. The effects are there. Chance for Henry, no. Kevin Adams gets belted. Aggression, and Montreal's getting aggression by no penalty. Chance for Carolina, Eric Stahl, and nothing after 1 period of play between these two teams. Ken Dryden is 6'4", by the way. 5 minutes in, and Montreal will get penalized. And it's Claude LaRose. Carolina, Cabriolet, no. Chance against Stillman. And they killed the zone on him. 4 minutes later. Chance for Montreal Skior! Beep beep. Yvon Cournoyer hits 13th from Jean Beliveau, and it's 1-0. Trying to force a game 7 at the Forum. 3 minutes later. And Montreal will get penalized. It's Mahovlich. Which one? Oh, it's Frank Mahovlich. There's 2, remember. Stahl? Oh, we missed. Segment killed. Near the end of it, we have a fight, and it's Harper and Tverdovsky who will fight, so doesn't really hurt anybody. in the long run. Those two guys will cool off. And Montreal is up 1-0, want to force a game 7. 6 minutes later. And Montreal will get penalized Jean-Beliveau for 2 minutes, of all people. And a chance, Justin Williams, though. Another chance, Eric Kohl, the 7 from Poland. And we're tied. Dryden looked unbeatable. 3 minutes later. Carolina Williams. Oh, Justin had a chance. 5 minutes later. Montreal scores! Pistol Pete Mahavlich, his 8th from Cornwall. And it's 2-1 Montreal. And it looks good for Montreal. And they hang on. Dryden hangs on. And a 2-1 win will force game 7 back in Montreal. Close game. Eric Cole scored for Carolina, but Cornwall Mahavlich were the heroes. Cornwall had a goal and an assist. He had to step up to the plate. Carolina didn't have a penalty. Well, they had a fighting, but Carolina stayed clean. But 2-1. Well, Montreal, 71 Habs, 2 of their 3 wins, they've only given up 1 goal. So basically, you got to hold Carolina. So it's game 7. Whoever wins this series will get that game 7, get the extra home game for game 7 if necessary, because 71 Habs are the 3 seed and the 06 Carolina Hurricanes are the 11 seed. They're better than the 2022 Lightning and all that. Game 7 sees Dryden versus Gerber. Montreal knew they were going to go with Dryden. Here we go, game 7. 3 minutes into the game. And Carolina retaliates, and Brindamore will be the one going to the box. Perhaps take advantage. Henri, no. Well, Cornwall missed the chance, but Justin Williams goes to the box for 2 minutes. Mr. Game 7 in the box. Ferguson missed. Beliveau missed. So Carolina, lucky they killed 2 penalties. And a chance to score! Mr. Fitness Freak. Brindamore, his 7th from Whitney and Justin Williams. Ironic that 2 of the 3 players on that scoring play served penalties, and Carolina scores on that one. 4 minutes later. Habs take a chance. Ferguson! Finishing a chance for Cornwall. Last minute. Montreal chance. Oh! Cornwall had a chance and he missed. And Carolina will hold a 1-0 lead after 1 period at the Forum. 5 minutes into the second. Delivers a hit. 5 minutes later. Carolina will go to the penalty kill. It's Commodore for 2 minutes. They get this done. Richard Rule. The man who traded Patrick Roy from Montreal to Colorado scores from Montpellier and Andre Richard. It's 1-1. 6 minutes later. Aggression in Montreal, chance Serge Savard. Well, these teams will play each other tight defensively, and we are 1-1 after 2. So we'll see what happens. Will the winning team give up only 1 goal? A few minutes into the third. Montreal with Ferguson. Then 2 more minutes. Montreal chance to score! The policeman, Johnny Ferguson. There's a goal from JC Tremblay. It's 2-1 Montreal. 6 minutes later. Chance, point 2. Try to score. Point 2, trying to win this game. Montreal, another chance. Lemaire. 2 more minutes. JC Tremblay. We're getting near the end of the game. Montreal delivered a hit. We're right near the end of the game. Chance for Brindamore. Oh, man. Brandon had a chance to tie the game, and that will do it. And the 71 Montreal Canadiens somehow, in some way, win another 2-1 game. 3 of their 4 wins have come by only giving up 1 goal to Carolina, and the defense works. And Carolina botched the chance for an all-Salvern final. It's the 22 Lightning against the 71 Habs for the championship. What a job by Dryden. And I think that was the key. They didn't need Meyer or Fashon. Dryden comes in and takes down Martin Gerber. Carolina goal by Brindamore, his 7th, but who has started? Ferguson. Of all people, it's John Ferguson Sr. The championship will have the 71 Habs with that 4th home game. Maybe doing it at the Forum? Well, they face the 22 Tampa Bay Lightning. 71 Habs, points-wise, Cornway with 22, Bellevue with 19, Pete Mahovlich with 14 goals. Cornway has 13, Mahovlich and Bellevue with 8. Dryden 3-0. They gotta use him. Myers only 2-4. Fashon 7-3. But yeah, Dryden's 3-0 with a 1.33 goals against. I think they're gonna probably. I think you gotta use Dryden when you can, because he's flat. But look at the summary. And right now, Yvon Cornway has 13 goals. Eric Stahl with 13 as well. But the top Tampa goal scorer is 9. So Yvon Cornway is going to win the scoring title if he scores 1 goal. Assist-wise, Victor Hedman has 17. Stamkos with 16. So those 2 guys like to shell out the puck. Points-wise, Stamkos has 25. Hedman 23. Cornway 22. Those 3 guys are still around. The goalies right now, Gump Worsley. Gerber's 2nd with 2-1 goals against, behind the 68 Habs Gump Worsley, but that's not going to matter. Roki Fashion's 4th with a 2.59 goals against. Well, Gerber's not in. Vasilevsky 2.6, but yeah, Martin Gerber 2.21 goals against, and practically almost played every game. And yet he's going to end up watching from the sidelines while Vasilevsky does his job. Highlights, only 5 hat tricks have been had. Most memorable game right now by fan scoring is the 2022 Lightning Avalanche actually down 2 games to nothing and coming back from 3-0 down to beat Tampa. Toronto over Edmonton, 94 Toronto over Edmonton made to 5, and then the 68 Habs coming back against the 94 Leafs. That's the 3rd highest thing. The 71 Canadiens, their highest rate game is number 16. So they haven't played any interesting games. It's just been like back and forth, yeah, right. But yeah, we have ourselves our final. The final is 71 Habs against 22 Tampa Bay Lightning. Who will win? We'll find out. Next video. Hey, Jeff, I'm going to do.